that we do, if to derailing in America, we're not attaching principles to doing things. We don't attach no principle, knowing that ati tulina nekano abajja kunyiga abantu bajja kunyigira abajja kukola bwe bati yes banyige, but at the end of the day you had a plan, you have chuvola benemu kufeera still people are dying here because amanya aba family yange they cater for my body, but they've also got responsibilities. And guess what, who comes to your rescue? It's the friends. No, we have to make sure that body is turned to Uganda. But no one can pick up the phone and go, hey Baker, I will be laughing Baker and I'm gonna like, go, we have to do something. Never made a gamba. Tabade una insurance so you also mukazi na abiri you tubelete tumulaba kali mukazi wa muziki.
And the always the one chitalo.
Ine mikwano jija abere na John so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Yes. It's always family. Both abantu bonna bakoze business. I'm sorry, it's always friends. Abantu bonna bakoze business. Most people that have done businesses. Yeah. They will tell you the first people that support them are strangers who become friends. Yeah? Yes. Why? Because for them they don't attach notions going into they bakusupporting go to all politics ali wo mukwano gwange babere obulungi is like me yasin bakaruba mukwano gwange babere obulungi no problem era kimugamba nyonze sinza kola ntondo lokuba oli mugagga bugano kwate simu yange nja kusigala nga nkukubira era kimuga badaseka ngase omanyi oli mugagga ninja kusigala nkukubira mu wafuta kola ntondo ne kati wali oyedde kusanga one of the topics I use him because he's one of my mentors a lot in the topics that I touch like this. I've got my new family. Keeping a success here once. He probably taina gweyazi mbede nyumba wa family. Echo chukulaga.
Not a family zimba.
No, I mean this is a successful property mongo umusajaj. But I'm only giving you the reason why we go to school is to learn from experiences for other people. Tabantu abamuntu baliwo okubayigira nga umuntu ngade tumuyigidde coach kintu bwe kituchigidde coach. What you're doing right here, Becca, you're listening. Probably none of your siblings has ever listened to you for more than 5 minutes. Oye Becca twakula lenga tuli mukatanda wali tubuka mukane bamutata na musamba namga pakata atugamba
chicha atugamba. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because for them they look at you as that that is why me, even when it comes to family, I limit access because I want to increase my worthy. Because if I give you unlimited access, you're not going to see my worthiness.
You're not going to respect.
That's one of the principles that I've developed. Is scarcity creates value. Even when it comes to family, I don't turn up for you because you're family. No,
you have to earn it.
You have to, because what humans have a habit of what I have, I can get to it anytime. Hasn't created value. That you're creating a value. And because family knows, we have unlimited beko yo mukubira sawa na jakwata muganda wanga no, but muganda ujebe simu ujitunuli. That's like once you limit the access, the value is created.
Okay. Kitufu nyumba ino noza kamanyiro kweka vanti oli wabiranga buli wako agalina buli wabiranga ina kyayagala.
Yes.
Akwate simu ngakona nawo okwata ngodduka bamanyi mu family tulina yono.
Absolutely.
Gwe tulina kizibu ekyo storm kubiranga na kujja neka tugenda ku mikwano. Oza mikwano bintu kibi mikwano gyaffe bintu kibi bakola kubeera nti no we value them sometimes the level nti tuba twalira waggulu nnyo to the point nti oyinza n'obuba ofunye ekizibu mindset nti olina ekizibu tojja nakubira family member ojja kubira beka.
Family politics. Most times friends don't come in politics. No. It's the politics that's why politics katonda creating ekintu kya politics nga kwegamba abantu bakimanyidde mu kya governance and everything, but it starts from home. You know, politically amaka kutandika mukango n'omukyala, it's a government. You always have to sell a mandate all the time. Nechiva kubana mkugwe n'omukyala unechigenda kubana okubalancing that boat. The politics has to be there. Bakuyita kufujirira bakasero kufujirira, that's politics kufujirira. Now, because that is there, that creates complacency, entitlement. You beka muganda wange, they have to. That's entitlement.
I think about to come kwano jo maybe sometimes they appreciate.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Due to the fact that we choose our friends, maybe that's why the respect
absolutely
is always there. You know, they don't feel entitled. They're feeling negative. Even you touched on it, that normally with family members, they look at your young mistakes. It's the
complacency. It's the complacency that they feel like. That's why it's very hard for any of your siblings to actually listen to your programs, because they can't separate the baker they grew up with and the baker that's actually doing what they're doing right now. Kubanga programs, as we're developing mental faculties, tufuna chibaita program. We program people until omuntu yasemba okulabanga asoma nawe. Mind program y'obwongo bwe yakoma walinga asoma nawe. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
With friends, it's always evolving. It's evolving.
Yes.
First of all, there's those interests and values that bring the two of you together. When it comes to sibling, there's no values.
No.
You're just a sibling. You're just family.
Yes.
There are no values. There are no interests. If your brother switches on the TV and has also got a remote, all of you have to watch. What if I don't want to watch football? What if I want to watch something else? So you see all these things in a way, they be creating a complacency.
Yes.
And with complacency, the complacency in most cases doesn't create respect. One of the things that complacency actually does is disrespect. Is family, you will turn up, and then the complacency. What on the court your family tura inga chizibu nyo gojuangula is no banga going on the right. Oh, you know, kuruza kucha family. Akati ono family. But what if what the family, the direction of the family is taking, is not actually right? Doesn't suit my agenda. Do you know that most people that have actually made it in this world? If you're ever to do anything in this world, don't ever follow what your family tells you. I'm telling you, the biggest dream killers are usually family. Your biggest cheerleaders are your friends. Real friends. Real friends. The biggest dream killers are usually family. No offense to our families. There's some good ones. But doing that safety net you to wear all the time, like it does not allow, Chiringa, like me, what I do online, the biggest opposer is my dear mother. Sometimes I love a video I'm going to room what a video like that. Why? Because I'm her son. She's my mother. Do you understand? Maybe you shouldn't have talked about that. Exactly. Abantu bonna basamba omupiira. Ye mama obera mu kisaawe alaba bagenda kukutulako okugulu.
Yes.
That's why most mothers don't even turn up kuga tututa abaana kuzannya emipiira. Because the family is always moving around with like a safety net. Yobulweraga family ebera ki ne safety net.
Yes.
Era ekyo kiddaira the politics that surrounds us.
Yes.
The politics.
Yeah.
Siblings there's always a sibling competition. Who has the most beautiful wife, who has the most money, who has the most project. But there's some people in the family, they don't even care about project. I could say that it's in human. It's a network. But family network is valuing. Network but you get a problem. Who are you going to call? Mindset, you are the one who knows people. Now you see how. Now,
we're live on 75 Tab Radio. The program is Bridging the Gap. Every Wednesday from 7 o'clock, that is UK time. We're here and discussing topics that some people find uncomfortable. We're live on Zoom, we're live on TikTok, we're live on YouTube. So definitely, and also www.75wradio.com. So I would like to ask, why is family love difficult sometimes? This is to those of you in the chat. Just type in the chat. Why is family love difficult? A, is it because of expectations? B, is it because of judgment? C, is it because of past trauma? D, is it because of money? E, is it because of gossip or control? So A, expectations. B, judgment, C, past trauma, D, money, E, gossip or control. So the question I'm asking to those of you in the chat, just type in the chat. You can type in the chat. So I'm asking, why is family love difficult sometimes? That's the question. I would like to ask, so I would like to see what most of you think. Lwaki omukwano gwa family muzibu nnyo emirundi ekisinga? Is it because tusuubira bingi, B, nti tujajinga abantu, C, ebintu ngeri gye batulaba nti tuli bato oba nti trauma mpitirivu nnyo, D, is lwakuba sente abantu batwagalamu sente, sente zifuuka zitabula family, oba oba E, is it because of gossip, nti oli wabaalabye nti balina bye baalabye kati twogeraganya ne tubamu obukuukulu mu family mangu, nti bano omanyi ne mu family namubeeramu groups, group eno kati balabye kye baakoze, balabye kye baakoze, so that's the question we're asking. So just type in the chat. Someone's answered here. A, waliwo agambye Charlotte agambye mbono A, nakyagamba nti expectations tetusuubira bingi. Omupangayi ku TikTok agambye nti all of byonna yagambye nti all the above byonna bikola ki bitambulira omwo. So katulaba Catherine abadde wanise omukono naye ngulawo gusi. You can unmute Catherine. Hajat Sarah says all of the above. Bulungi nnyabo sibyotyeyo. Kale bambi nayo gyebadde kuba baliko kumira ku 75 Derby Radio.
Waliwo kyemumiisinze upbringing n'abazadde.
Upbringing.
Tukyasosotola.
Abazadde basosola.
Politics.
Abazadde basosola mu baana oba?
Abazadde basosola mu baana ate abazadde ne batagatta baana. Omuzadde bw'ogatta abaana okuva eno wansi between 3 and 8. Okulaga who is older, okulaga nti partnership is very important, respect is very important between 3 and 8. Ng'omuzadde ng'obuildinze those partnership, those respect, those boundaries, tebajja kufuna buzibu eno waggulu. Naye omuzadde bw'atandika okugamba nti ayina ebyana n'abaana, division zitandikira.
Oza kisoboka omuzadde okubeera nti omuzadde yekennyini yakirina ekirowoozo nti bano baana bino byana, olowooza kisoboka ekyo omuzadde okwawulemu omutima gwe bw'atyo? Is it possible?
Munnange ate omanyi abazadde tugenda ne tulowooza nti abazadde bava mu ggulu, abazadde nabo baba balina gye baayise nga kye baalaba.
Okay.
Ne batakiyigirako oba ne batamanya nti kyenakola kyena experience nga wasn't good.
Tekyali kituufu. Okay. So kati nga ye alaba nti engeri gyakuzaamu naye maybe bwe batwe baamisa naye yali mu byana naye n'ayawulamu nti bano bajja kuba baana bino bijja kuba byana.
Nga kyamanyi tamanyi any different. Naye ekyo abaana bo engeri gy'obakwatamu are growing up makes them either in partnership or divisions of obukuukulu in their older age.
That's a good point.
Kati omuzadde alyeyo ng'akirimu nga takimanyizamu amagezi ki okusobola okulaba nti nno abaana be tatuta-creating division. Ebwana division eyo weva ku muzadde kyangu nnyo okugenda nga ku baana nga bogambye nti maybe naye omuzadde experiencing and it's becoming a normal to them, Wanga otuuka nti family mulimu obukuukulu obwo bwe mbadde njogerako. So kati omuzadde magezi kigoyinza omuwa?
Kati abazadde fengafa batambuddeko naye ne Uganda ndabayo abantu abatandise okyogerako nti what happened to me as a child I will not do in the next generation. It will stop with me.
Yes.
N'agamba nti kyenayitamu luli kyankosa mu baana bange I will not do. Era nga akiyigidde kati ng'emirimu kati ekya social care kino gye tukola we learn those things. Oba kati nofuna exposure you learn those things. Oba gwe ng'omuntu n'ogamba this will stop with me as a person. Naye nga the biggest divisions in our older age is our beginnings. We're either united or divided, what we know because of the foundation that the parents built. nyina omuzadde alinnyo ku social media okwo linnya lindi erabidde naye ye yatugamba nti kyeyalaba ewaabwe nti abaana be omukulu bwadde awaka bwe bakomawo okuva ku ssomero ng'agamba yoze engatto z'abato kumaani ku Tuesday nga addako awo nga mugamba naawe yoze engatto z'abamu bwe batuuka okwoza ebintu era wabeerawo omukulu n'omuto aliwo guide ne supervise kati biri bekugamba edda nze nawulyanga bantu bagamba baaba that is a respect
ekyo baaba bayizewo kimanyi ekyo kizibu okusanga ennaku zino omuntu ng'ayita baaba bayizewo ndwawo kiwulira ate ddakyalingawo
nga oyinza okuba nga tokiwulira naye n'okyogera mu ngeri endala nti ono ye mukuluwo ono yaddako naye tekitegeeza nti mukulu gw ate alina okukola okubeera ng'omuzadde oli feeya ng'ogezako toyinza kubeera kompyuta feeya naye gezaako obutalaga ekyana n'omwana
kituufu nnyo tweyanze ng'ennyabo tweyanze waliwo n'agambye mwebala omulamu omulungi musiitwagane mwebala omulamu omulungi n'agamba abazadde tebalina kukuza baana mu nkuza gye baabakuzaamu ndowooza kyategeeza nti okukuza abaana kukola ki kwivu kasita period ekyuka katubanga ti omulembe gwe tulimu oba olina okwekyekingamu by the way radio shows zetukola ku buntu zanyamba okukyusa ekintu ekyo by the way nayiga nnyo nti no abaana engeri gye tuti waliwo omuntu atera okukolinga kuno n'ayogera ekigambo kye bayita modernity kati omulembe gwe tulimu kintu kyanjawulo ebintu byanjawulo nnyo nga kyategeeza nti being that obulamu buevolvinze bukyuse ebintu bikyuse tuba naffe tulina okukola ki tugende n'omulembe oba atera nnyo okugamba tugende n'omulembe oba tusikemu speed mulembe gututute speed oba tukole ki tukendeezeemuko tweyanze ng'ennyabo hajja tusera yikana
ekintu kimu nze kyenkwata bwe nkwatebwa nigiramu nti sijja kukosa mulala nakosebwa wano ng'abantu bansosola nga wulira omuntu ayogera oluganda nga yeefula takumanyi nze neŋŋamba buli bwensanga munnayuganda nga muganda I need to make sure I help them.
Absolutely.
Kituufu nnyo.
Abantu bagamba nti balamu baffe they are our enemies. I change that. Mulamu wange is not my enemy.
Ekyo bakiyita flip thinking. It's called flip thinking more.
Buli weekosebwa oba bw'ompulira negative statement. From my perspective.
Oh yeah. You flip the thought.
So if we have those thoughts, Nogama, when Uncle said, when you call up, or possibly when it's same Oliver, you work on yourself.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Tweyanze ng'ennyabo katulabe Hajjat Sarah kyalowooza. Hajjat Sarah.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bali mwebale kutuweereza.
Naawe mwebale kubeera ku nnyabo.
Kakati omukyala oyo mwagira byonna byayogedde n'omwami byonna byayogedde naye ate oluusi abazadde waliwo embeera ebeerawo nga teri intended. Some parents don't intend to kind of okusosola mu baana. They don't. Amulimu abaana abali challenging. Awaka ye mwana muzibu nnyo naye nga deep down omwagala naye nga musira ye akulina engeri gyakugjayo eddeyo obubiibwo kangambe nga that child is challenging and all the time mubeera ku crossroads ate yena alowooza nti omwagala naye nga tutalaba nti they are doing things ebibeera nga bikukating oba nga bikutawanya and when you try to correct them it's because you are worried for them wajana endinga ne relationship n'abantu abalala nebeetya kati abaana oluusi bakola banga omuntu oyo bwana nibalowooza n'okuloza nti omwana oyo tumwagala n'omwana alowooza nti tebamwagala kati ate nekiba dividinga ate ye n'olowooza nti bali boli easy on singa okwagala kati bo ne bajajinga bwe batyo ate ne bakula nga balina difference eyo mu relationship yaabwe nga balowooza oli tomwagala. Ekirala n'ensobi ffe oluusi abakyazadde gye nayo tetugikola nga tuba tumanya nti ne affecting abaana in the long run. Waliwo bwe tubeera nga tuba praisinga n'okubeera nga tuba comparinga. Abaana ne batandika okukyawa munnaabwe kubanga gw'obulisoga ono mwana mulungi era mugezi nnyo osalayo omwana nnyo
okusinga abalala
n'otobawaana. Ate olina kale byokola gundi naye tasobola kubikola. Kati ezo comparison ezo tugwa nnyo mu nsobi eyokubeera nti tukomparinga ate oluusi netuba comparinga n'abeebweru abaana babakwano baffe. Kale n'olaba mwana ago nti yeeyisa bulungi mwana mugezi akola bazadde baabwe baagala. Yes, we may see it that way, but lwaki twebuuzaako nti oluusi ono omwana wange lwakyali mu mbeera eno. Ate era ebiseera ebisinga omwana kasita omulaga nti ye buli kiseera akola bikyamu nga tolina kalungi kumulondamu yeekyawa nawe kenyini naakukyawa n'atuuka ekiseera nga takyafaayo byayagala byakola. Ekyo ki breaking our relationship n'abaana baffe. Kati bwe tuddeyo ku kiri ekyokugamba ddala mikwano gyaffe gitwagala okusinga abooluganda lwaffe. Nabo nno muneeno balinamu ebizibu byabwe bingi saba ebiseera ebisinga babaawo nga naye balina obukukuuzi bwabwe era ndabye abantu nga bafooliza nnyo out with friends as time goes. Just like family. So I think byonna biriwo ebintu biri mu balance. Bano bo the family ebiseera ebisinga batusonyiwa oba ne tusalawo kubanga tubasonyiwa because of that blood relationship. Batumamanyi nti bano bo there is no ever okubajja mu bulamu bwaffe. But with friends you choose to live with them or to cut them off. Era ebiseera ebisinga bo tubajjamu n'obeera byakati ate nabo tubakwana okusinzira weebuya. So they serve certain purposes in our lives. There are those we get as friends, as work colleagues. Our association is about work. Is community, and our association with them is community. They take a little portion of us, not the entire. And then the family members
buli kimu kye wali okoze kyonna is held against you. Yeah. Buli kye wali okoze buli kye wali oyiseemu byonna bagamba nti no mindset bajja buli history yonna baba gye bakola ki bagimanyi gye batwala tebatunuulira nti ono mindset ali kati akyuse batunuulira ebintu byonna kuva mu buto.
Obeera nabo ate n'oluusi baba mukula. Nze kwani nkizudde mu baana bange waliwo babiri baagaana okukwatagana buli kiseera aleeta munne bye yamukolanga muto ate they don't realize that it's their innocent stages. Naye nampisa bwati noli bonna ne bagaana n'okukwatagana lwakuba bibaleeta byaba bibiri emyaka giri myaka 10 abatandikira okutegeera n'abeerawo neesiba ku munne noli neesiba ku munne ne baklaashinga ate nga abantu bakulu gwe n'obeerawo n'obeerawo ku mutwe w'omuzadde nk'abaana bano bateeka mu dduwa n'obasabira bw'oyogera n'ono alowooza nti favour the other one era oli omusabiriza era oli ye mwana w'ennyo ne babeerawo ne bagoloba. Life has challenges.
Definitely.
Families have challenges. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that input. We're live on 75 Radio. The program is Bridging the Gap. So, family love is real, but it can sometimes become baggage. You know, kubanga hajat wagambye nti bintu si byangu nnyo naye mindset. Why does family love sometimes feel like pressure instead of support?
With respect to bakola zibaffe abakubi abawuliriza abaffe buli muntu mutuufu okusinzira w'alabira ensi. I always say that everyone is right according to where you're standing and how you view it. Bw'otunuulira mukaaga ng'oli side eri eba mukaaga gitunuulidde side eri eba mwenda. So bombi baba batuufu alabye omukaaga n'omwenda bonna batuufu. Something they've touched on is the upbringing as well. How we bring up kids now that we're fathers. I think some of these things, and this is the beauty of holding shows like this, because as much as we're putting in, I'm also learning something and say, hey, if I want to change something, I can't change me, but I can change what I'm bringing up.
Yeah.
So that was very, very important. But as we grow, we meet other people. You come out of the nest. We call it out nesting, where you come out and you go and face the world. What you bring from what you've seen from out there is where this topic, you've now met other people who we all know this. Most people that have kids here. I don't care if it's my brother is in the same school or sister. I want to go to that school where my friend is going.
Yeah.
Why? Because of the way these other people besides them relate with them. Because humans, we're very complex creatures.
Yes.
And we're very diverse in terms of how we assess, how we embrace, how we evolve. You know? That's why I always say, for you to know, chicholi, soko zala abana. Ojja kumanya limit ya patience yo, ojja kumanya obusungu, ojja kuyiga okwata ensi differently. Is having children. Actually, it's not even having children. From the time you get involved with another human being, let it be a woman meeting a man, vice versa. Yeah?
Yes.
But, again, Emikwano, if you have a sibling who is your friend, count yourself lucky. Because you're never into really at the same time. Or in a relationship by blood, then you've got a friend. And that title itself is a title that people throw around. Just because somebody talks to you again, does not necessarily make them your friend. There has to be things that try you. Baker's got a wedding, did you turn up? Baker's got a funeral, did you turn up? Baker's got a problem, all the Bila has not been to jail, have you turned up? You know what I mean? You turning up on someone's funeral does not mean that you're actually their friend.
Yeah.
Because fake people turn up for people's funerals, even when they don't like, just to make sure. That's how humans are. But if you've got friends and got their siblings, that's your friend among your siblings. Count yourself lucky. And don't take it for granted. Always talk about issues from a friendship perspective. Demand, we're brothers, but we're friends. If I've wronged you in any way, please let us address it. You know, let us address it. How can we overcome our complications as a business? How can we? Yeah. But in most cases, from that's why I like to go to uncensored shows. Uncensored. I don't like to tell people what they want to hear. I want to say the reality. The reality is they derive from family. When you engage people online, the people they're crying about family, because I family chikuluma nnyo nde toswa chiwangula. Kate wali koti jozola kuwabira mama wo nti yakwata sente za ennyumba n'azikozesa ebirala.
Kwani one wakati mnamkono wa na issue jaita munga, it's somehow a family member yegirese.
Yes.
Yagenda ku police never gamba, that's a family issue. Musoke mu aba family musoke mukolechi. Niwe nasoka no chiwe ndali mind
it's not even criminal.
Yeah.
You don't even go to a criminal court.
I was shocked.
No, you don't go it's a civil matter.
Nangamba twagenda ku police ne bangamba muri ba family musoke mukolechi. Watu walina bawayiza munne batayo bajja ku mutwe police in most cases tebakolachi tebayingirawo. I was shocked. I was shocked about this. I was very shocked. You know,
and the other thing I have to tell even our young viewers, probably young couples, because now I've been married for 15 years. I think I'm right here in Gino Gamba by couples. Those that are listening about Tunabakuru, the best thing you can ever have is by having a partner who is your friend. Having a partner who is your friend, because a partner becomes family now. But having a bonus, having friendship in your partner. Ekutaasa ebintu bingi nnyo because mu mukwano kulimu okusaasirigana. Rahma. mawadda rahma okusaasirigana okwo nti mukwano gwo omusaasira nnyo but then if this is your husband nga mukwano gwo that's why era tufuna nnyo issues nyingi nnyo wano mu family because most couples are not friends no most couples are not friends and there is nothing the only ekintu ekirala kibatambuza nti abaana bo tebasobola kuba mikwano gyo why can't your kids be your friends yes your parent you can still parent them but still be their friend but have limitations.
Have boundaries.
Have boundaries. Yeah, you just have to treat them and say, I'm your parent. But then again, be their friend because being their friend, they're able to tell you. You can clock onto some things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At a very, very early stage, you know what? I'm your parent, but I'm your friend too.
Ate mbere kwano bintu bingi mu conversations nyingi nyezi nzo kujja wao nembanga musobola zigina naye kati tumanyi twali twogera bino bintu byogera kali akantu wakwedde kema bega blood is thicker than water bantu bakwogera nnyo naye kirabika mu 2026 kati bwe tutuse
tendekalimu kukyuka but entegera yako zinagamba blood is thicker than water but water has many amazzi tugakozesa ebintu bingi nnyo it could be thicker but I get to use water for a lot of things.
Yeah.
You can't use blood to wash your hands. No, you can't use water to quench your thirst. No. Yes, I understand that's a definition that someone between every two leader. It is somebody that sat there and that's actually defined that. Yes, I agree with that. But how about me using this water? But deriving from that, if we can, for all our viewers who are listening to us, if we can make friends, that's the starting point. That is a milestone on its own.
Yeah.
Married ones especially, while we're having issues, because issues. The reason why we're having issues is, for starters, we're not friends. That's why we have to go to someone else who can ayinza okuteekawo embeera naye abantu nga bamukwano b'embeera bagiyiteerawo nagamba mwana oli kyali wange mukazi wange sekisa wange oli mukwano gwange nti ye nange ndi mukwano gwo nti ye wano wansobeza ekituufu nakusobeza tuli babbade you know what I mean? Their friendship is there era n'okuchecking on to this thing n'obuuza ajja tiwo mwana naye ndi mukwano gwo ndi kyaliwa okimubuuza jokingly wabula oli mukwano gwange era oli omukazi nagamba nti mwana nze bba wange mukwano gwange never joke with that woman
naye wali asobola okugamba nti se mukwano gwange
abamu akugamba abamu agamba
ekyo nga kizibu omukazi asobola
omuntu ng'agambye ekintu ng'akimiininga it comes with a conviction. You can feel the conviction in their voice. Even when they don't mean what they're saying, you can feel the conviction. Because I'll spend 15 minutes with you. That woman. Because of experience, because of the conviction, I don't know, Allah has gifted me with that. The energy is off. Omuntu energy, there's that energy you sense no manya nti omuntu ono mukwa bwekiva kuki olunaku lumu nosala omuntu title ya mukwano gwo there is that energy you feel from this person that is different ekiri dangerous ennyo especially for married people is not having the friendship mu family ya mwengo kubanga yono chaliwo beka tedi nobody knows you more than your wife taliyo neba brother wetu bakumanyi tedi muntu amanyi mindset kusinga mchala we taliyo yamanyi bwe nakula mama wange ina bwe yakoma not unless there's some circumstances of and what do where something has happened n'abaana bange balina bakoma ne baganda bane mukazi utalina limitations. That's why it's important. It has to be mandatory for your partner to start off to be your friend, not just family. Friend. It's important for your husband to be your friend. And if anything, any relationship, because any relationship should start from omuntu kubera abomukwano.
Nakyo badengera okuddako okubuuza kubanga twakyogedde ku kyo sobola kubeera ne brother wo oba katugambye ne mukyala wo oba ne bbaawo sister wo brother wo nga temuli ba mukwano.
Yes.
Tukoze tutya okulaba nti nno tuzaawo omukwano ogwo kubanga ndaba it is dangerous okuba nti olina muganda wo you know, somehow it's the fact, it's the bitter truth.
Kawumbera.
Kituufu, yes, mu family mberamu n'abantu nga your brothers, your sisters, muri related naye nga friendship eyo teriiwo. Kivula abantu oli osobola omuweereza sente zo n'azikuba n'azirya, nti n'omuweereza Uganda akuzimbira ennyumba sente n'azirya nga naye takulumiridde kali ku mutima tekali kakalumirirwa nti ono muganda
wange. Baker, there is nothing we're going to get in this life unless you've invested in it. There is nothing. If it's a good marriage, you have to invest in it. Even friendship, you have to invest time, you have to invest resources. Munaga, hey man, musajja yafuka mukwano gwange ambeereddewo. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
There has to be investment for you to gain that title. Don't just throw around that title just because I talk to you. It makes me a friend. No, I have invested time. I'm here because when you picked the phone and said, we need to touch such a subject, I said, hey, let's go and do this. Why? Because the time that I'm investing in being here with you is cementing chino chetulina already, let me call mine. Why don't you call your brother? Because probably your energies when it comes to that is different. And investment has to be there. Go to dinners, talk. One thing about us, especially Abantu in general, our communication skills are really terrible.
Very terrible.
Terrible.
Very.
We just don't know how to communicate. But abazungu balaba, especially munsi zabeteruberamu. Omwana wo olaba nga ayogera naye n'abasomera bu story naffe twatandika obikopa n'osomera omwana ka story ng'akyali muntu. That is all investment, what you're investing into the child. Nti abaana babatu o communicating nabo omulaba nti they go to their level and actually communicate, and you know same thing even when it's with your wife or even a brother omugaba mwana Isma okola ki ku Sunday nti now wadde ogamba ki let's go for a dinner, man. We are brothers. We haven't invest time. Because nabo balina bye bascaling. It's investment. Yeah.
Thank you very much. We're live on 75 Tab Radio. We're looking at friendship, family. You know, tuli discussing akulaba. Do our friends love us more than our family members? You know, kuhanga tulina ekintu kye tuwakinza out kati nti oli asobola okubeera brother naye nga si mukwano gwo naye nga it's very crucial nti relative wo oba mukyala wo oba mwami wo nti afuuka mukwano gwo kubanga baba si mukwano gwo then I would definitely mukwano gwo aba outweighing up ki relationship eno eya brother oba sister oba mukyala wo kubanga waliwo bintu gamba naye it all comes also mulimu ekintu kya boundaries naye kati njagala kubuuza how do you say no to a family member without becoming the villain kubanga oluusi ekitulira ti olunaka bwakonyeko eri emabega nti being always available nti bamanyi no Baker wemunamugira.
Let me give you this is a question to you now. If you want to call me, when do you call me?
Daytime normally.
What is the maximum time you have to call me?
10 o'clock.
How did you know that?
You told me.
Exactly. You have to attach the principle. You understand? Kadiju wachimanya. No man, mukwano gwangono. Because you know what? I stay away for a long time. That time is for my wife. I sit down with her. I'm watching TV with her. We have a show for Vetulaba. We just need to go and watch. Just be in our world. It's setting a principle. You're not going to make everybody happy. Back in this world. Never listen as a friend. You're never going to make everyone happy. And you never make everyone sad. You have to attach principles to things. Yes, they will be upset, but in the long time, if a coffin passes here, would you go and bury? Why don't you go and bury?
No.
You turn up and ask you. There is no principles to think. Omusajja aba atambula ku kyalo ava kwenywera mu mwenge gwe olwo omuntu afuddeawo natandika okukaabira omulambo nagamba omukazi afudde nyo nga tafudde musajja. You understand what I'm saying? So there is no when it comes to us about we don't attach principles to things. Guidelines go into. But because you're living here now, okay. Nemikwano jaffe tugimanya because do's and don'ts. You know? Baker, you're my friend. I don't even know your wife's number. I don't even want to know it. Because it's the principle. I don't want to know. You have my wife's number. Sorry, you know my wife. naye akumanyi naye tomukubira waki because it's the principle it's there.
Yes.
It is attaching the principle to everything that we do
100%.
and having that respect for that principle. Respect and knowing awomanya ne bwobanga tomanyi kyakola that means ojja kukola buli kintu kyonna ekikola ki ekintu kyonna ekiriwo. So let us know, let us invest. It's important. If you can have friendship in family, you're a winner.
Yeah.
You're a winner.
I think that is, I had never thought about it, you know. Ngenda kwechekinga muko kubanga mutufu kintu kyoge kintu kimeze
tukwanza brother wange oli kuki twine tunye mukachai my sister what's up naye mumala kugamba nti why hajja tatwetaaga tebana bange kibampisiza wano wakati munnange muzenga ndiga munda ba munnanga magulu ganuma waliwo kizibu ekibagasi but there is nothing more besides that.
Nothing.
That's why even when you have issues, twino get and take a burden ko bakadde bafe because temwenda mugwanda twina mugwano ngo mu family. You know? Omugwano ko gulugamba nti tuginvestinzemu. De tumanya.
Yeah, kubanga nakyo gide family zinsinga meeting
waliwo baga wafudde waliwo babalwaganye muganda we mchala we yakyakale mchala we
meeting anti just it's a routine ku calendar kwekiri as a family it's courtesy. This time, we have to meet as a family. We have to check in.
Let me give you an example. One time, I took my kids to the park to play somewhere where I live. I met this Jewish man. When I met this Jewish man, he asked me, when I would have Hebrew, Nangamba, you're the first person who was guest. Nangamba, where are you from? I'm from Uganda. It was a Friday. Nambuza mwala wange yakutesi nangamba lwaki mwala wo mutayi nesimu ngate mutonyo wati nimugamba ntikwa abana abera namasimu nanga no it's wrong ngabali abawala bali bazanya nga bakulu nanga in our culture family is everything nimubuze n'ekibuuzo kyenamubuza nti how is it abana nabubuza abana babazali bwana nti how is it able they can be able to speak Hebrew so fluently nangamba there's big things we do at home be to take our like say for example cultures in echezikola nga fe tetukwata small gadgets when we're eating food. We don't speak any other language when we eat. Nangamba mbere kintu ekisinga okugatta abantu okola omukwano. Teri muntu I'm going to give you two scenarios. That's one scenario. I'll give you another scenario as well. Nti fe kumere we sit down we talk our language. Talking our language, food creates love. Naturally abantu balya teri muntu wanyiganga So now, this other man is from Jamaica, customer. He had two friends, two brothers who hadn't spoken to each other for a very long time. Now I'm going to Jamaica, but I have two of my friends. The whole village know two of my brothers. They haven't spoken to each other for a long time. Simajina chijane mganti, bogende Jamaica, you cook food. You don't have to tell them anything. Let them come and eat the food. These guys, when they ate the food on the same table, they started talking. Everyone asked this guy, how did you get these two people to talk? There is power in food. So, Ebintunga, call your brothers, go out for dinner. I also have my sibling. One of my siblings is actually my friend. Yeah, like, he's the custodian of my children. He lives in America. And he's actually way younger than me. But it's all investment. I talk to him, he talks to me, he tells me things, I tell him things. But we've invested in the relationship besides us being brothers. Do you understand?
Yeah.
When he comes around, we could probably have a meal, but we've invested. And that is to tell you something. That with everything to happen, nothing is going to happen because we are related. Things happen because two people are willing to make sacrifices, especially in the simplicity of things. Go out, have dinner. That's for starters. Take time. How often do you call your brothers? How often do you call your sisters? And everything. You know what I mean? So, when you look at all these things in the midst of, clearly look at them. It's because of the complacency, it's because of the entitlement, because somebody is Muganda wange or Tata wange. is aina aja kubeerawo nze haji mugamba n'omuganda ne haji okimanyi toli kyali wange my dad yes mugamba njagala obeere kyali wange I want to learn from your experiences. I have to trigger the conversations. Nina okutriggeringa that. I mean, I like to be reassured when it comes to things. But you've got to make it happen.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That is so true. Gugamba. I would like to engage with those of you online. Thank you very much. Nobody can come 75W Radio. They're going to boundaries that could take all those boundaries that we've touched on. Which boundary is the hardest? I want to know which boundary is the hardest. I want to know, is it A, money, B, time, C, emotional labor, D, hosting or housing, E, saying no. Chicho singo kubere chizibu ku boundaries that settle in this segment. What we're going to get deco, like the target deco, in terms of family, and boundaries, that what we're not setting, these boundaries that we need to set. Which one is the hardest to take money, time, emotional labor, housing or hosting, or saying no kugamba nti nedda kwangaliwo abantu abajja n'okugamba just saying no is difficult so kyekibuuzo kyenyagala okubuuza naye katulabe tuli live ku 75 Radio. The program is Bridging Up every Wednesday to 1 from 7. We're live on TikTok, we're live on Zoom, we're live on YouTube, and also we're live on www.75wradio.com. So those of you that would like to it's a question I would like them to put in the chat. Later on, we're going to engage with them. But if anyone feels tickled, you can raise your hand. And definitely, if you want to say something, you can get involved in the conversation. All you need to do is just raise your hand or request, and definitely you can get involved. Right. Hajat Sarah says saying no. Your boundary,